Santa's coming to town! Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
I grew up watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's something timeless about it with Elf. My whole pitch was let it look like it's a Rankin-Bass Christmas special, how we could translate that to live action.
It just felt like something you'd never seen before, and I just committed to the character and hoped for the best.
I didn't want to do too much CGI in it. I wanted the whole beginning of the film to use forced perspective and stop motion. And it's a very dramatic juxtapositioning of this huge athletic guy wearing this costume built for a little wooden round puppet. And when you put him in the small sets and around the other actors that were shrunk down using forced perspective like Bob Newhart, just the sight gag of it all was wonderful. And then to launch him into the new world, then the costume took on another dimension, which was a guy dressed up like an elf walking around New York. And I grew up in New York, and you could literally walk down the street dressed like that and people won't even look at you twice.
So here I was running around the streets of New York in yellow tights, thinking to myself, boy, I do hope this works.
Instead of hiring a lot of extras, we shot a lot of that stuff independent film style with a van and a camera.
There was a mix of please get away from me, and some people just kind of like, hello, how are you? So I could kind of weave in and out and get some honest reactions from people.
There are a couple people we planted in there. The guy dressed up as Santa Claus in a red sweatsuit, but other people passing him by. That was all real.
All that stuff of eating the gum off the street and hopping on the crosswalk, that was really kind of fun.
But sometimes he drew a lot of attention. I remember there's one sequence where we're moving through the Lincoln Tunnel. He's crawling along the side, and they just let traffic through.
But it added to the danger and the fear.
There were a lot of tire chirps and fender benders because I think people were distracted by that. The innocence was something that I really wanted to lean into, and I think a lot of it comes from Will Ferrell's performance.
It was something that played to my strong suits as an actor and comedian.
And he just loves to commit. He really knows where the laugh is in a scene. I remember the scene in Gimbals where Faison Love makes the announcement that Santa's coming, and he just screams. And then the reaction of the manager, thinking his employee is screaming in his face, is probably one of my favorite moments of the movie.
That was just my articulation of Buddy literally taking that piece of news, a man without a country in this strange land, finally getting to see someone he knows really well, and it would just be the most jubilant reaction. When Buddy is in the back of the sleigh and everyone's singing in Central Park and there's enough Christmas spirit to get it lifted off, I'm like, oh, I can't let everyone see me cry here at my own movie. So I was like, oh gosh, this is working on a level that I didn't anticipate, and I knew this had the potential to be one of those special movies.
I'm really proud of it, and I could tell through social media that it's something that people have made a tradition of. I'll see pictures online of people saying, hey, I'm introducing my son or my daughter to this movie for the first time, and they'll post a picture of Elf on television, and there's a little 3-year-old sitting there looking up at the screen, and that really makes me happy, and it's the best part of the job.